If you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe and become part of this community. Oh, and also, go cop that fresh merch and listen to my new album in the description. Let me tell you something. I believe that J. Cole is about to drop some new music in 2 weeks, and today I want to break down to you why I think that is and all the evidence we have for this. So let's jump straight into it. So when you look at the calendar, we have a couple of Fridays left in January for artists to drop. We have just had that 14th, the last Friday, on which Cordae dropped his new album. Then we have this upcoming week, which is the 21st, and then also we have the 28th. And when you look at that date, January 28th, you already, start to recognize something. That is J. Cole's birthday and has always been a very special day in his whole career. I mean, the title or like the first real track on 2014 Forest Hills Drive was called January 28th. So fans obviously connect that date with J. Cole. And this year it falls on a Friday. So, that already makes sense. But we also have some more evidence supporting this. I mean, just going off of that, we could already kind of try to figure out if this was actually a feasible release date. But there is something more, as I just said, and that is that EarthGang is dropping their new album Ghetto Gods on that same day, January 28th, 2022. And when we go way back in their Twitter history to February 1st, 2021, so almost an entire year ago, they tweeted, "Hey, we dropping same day as J. Cole dropping." And at the time, this, didn't really make sense because they then dropped, a single, I think, a bit later, and J. Cole didn't drop the same day, so it was all kind of like, where is this going? Like, this was not true. But maybe they were already, thinking a year into the future. And as I just said, they're gearing up to release their new record, Ghetto Gods, on January 28th. So that alone is very exciting because EarthGang have been very quiet over the past couple of years. We got the Spillage Village album back in 2020, but then Mirrorland is already 3 years old. It dropped in 2019, so we're waiting for some new solo material. They've dropped 2 singles for this new album so far. They've dropped American Horror Story, which I really liked, and then they also dropped All Eyes on Me just 2 days ago on that Friday, January 14th, which I also really liked. So that project alone is something that I'm looking forward to very much. But of course, this would also then confirm why they tweeted that they're dropping the same day as J. Cole, because they're dropping on January 28th, which is the perfect date for J. Cole to drop. And honestly, I feel like back in 2021 when they posted this tweet, they were already thinking that far ahead into the future. We know J. Cole. We know he has a whole, plan out there. He once showed us this fall off era plan, and we still got some stuff on there that needs to be checked off. This right here is this notebook page with the fall off era plan that J. Cole posted. I think it was in 2019 or 2020, which describes the whole process of the fall off era. And on there we can see that the feature run is already over. That was 2018, 2019. Then we had Revenge of the Dreamers 3, which dropped in the summer of 2019. And then, the next step on this plan was the off season. We already got that in 2021, in May, which was one of my favorite records, probably top 3 hip-hop records, or top 5 at least, of the past year, so amazing. And the next project would be It's a Boy. This is rumored to be that Kill Edward record, his alter ego with the altered vocals that we, first got introduced to on KOD. So that's rumored to be It's a Boy. It's supposed to be like a little mixtape. And then finally also The Fall Off. So there's a very good chance that we're at least gonna get a single for It's a Boy, or for maybe this is already the fall off and it's all kind of hanging together in a way that we don't comprehend yet, and J. Cole has some grander master plan in his mind. But I do believe that we're gonna get something this in 2 weeks, that upcoming Friday, January 28th. I do not think that it'll actually be the full album. I don't think that it will make sense for, the Dreamville CEO to drop on the same day as one of his own artists, because he obviously wants them to have room to shine and all the attention to be on them, and he doesn't want to take away from their big moment when they drop their album, which has been in the works for very long and obviously is very special to them. But he could, make an announcement. He could be like, yo, I'm dropping my new album in a couple of weeks. In the meantime, go listen to that new EarthGang record. And that would be a win-win situation for both of them, for his whole team, for his whole crew, his whole label. I think that something like that will go down. And even if we didn't have that tweet, even if we didn't have that, that EarthGang is dropping on the same day as J. Cole, J. Cole, if the 28th falls on a Friday, J. Cole gotta do something. Like, that is just an unwritten rule. I don't think, have we ever had this happen in the past, that the 28th was actually a Friday? The last time that this happened should have been in like 2014 or something. So, it will really make sense if he decides to do something that day. J. Cole has also recently been featured on that Nardwuar interview that's been a very long time in the making. The last time that he was on Nardwuar was in 2011, right after the Sideline story dropped, and that is one of my favorite Nardwuar interviews. But this new one is really cool too. And the funny thing is, in that Nardwuar interview, he's also, bringing EarthGang on stage or like on camera and saying like, yo, they about to drop and all that. And it would just make sense if he's already like out there in public again. Obviously, a Nardwuar interview is not something that artists usually do, like a LA Leakers freestyle right before they drop. But it does help to get some more, mainstream attention on him, and a lot of people watch that thing. It has like over 2 million views already because everybody's been wanting a J. Cole Nardwuar interview. But, he brought them on there, so if the J. Cole's fan that have been watching that interview that don't really care about EarthGang, inadvertently have also been exposed to their presence on Dreamville and will actually care when they drop on the 28th. So it would all just make sense in this whole process of this thing rolling out if J. Cole decides to do something on the same day that EarthGang decides to drop. And I mean, they said it themselves. I brought up the tweet earlier. Hey, we drop in the same day that J. Cole is dropping. So, they drop on the 28th. So that gotta mean J. Cole is dropping the 28th. Even if we don't get the album, as I said, my theory is either a single, a two-piece, or just an announcement, maybe a cover art, track list, whatever, just to get us hyped for this new thing. Probably It's a Boy, maybe the Fall Off, I don't know yet. But no question, something is going to happen on January 28th, that Friday, concerning J. Cole, his new music, the whole Dreamville roster, and, EarthGang is dropping that day. I'm excited for that, and leading up to that release, I'm going to make some more videos on that, because the two singles that we got so far have really been surprising me positively. So yeah, that's my theory. That is obviously not out there concrete. This is not like solid information. That is just me going off of some evidence that we got. But now I want to know what you think about this. Do you think that my theory is correct? How do you think we could support this theory further? What do you think could go against this theory? And what do you think? Is this correct? Is this not correct? When do you think J. Cole is dropping? Is it going to be It's a Boy? Is it going to be the Fall Off? All of that, let me know in the comments down below. If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media, and most importantly, join my Discord in the description. Until the next one, you'll have an incredible day, and y'all take care.